So the automation is done. Now, how the fuck do I actually give this to someone? So, a little over a month ago, I started building an AI automation business from scratch. Episodes 1 through 3, learning Make, building the lead system, fixing 1,000 errors. Last week, I finally got it working through lead form, then automatic scoring, then agent notification, all of it. But then I hit a wall that I didn't see coming. And this is actually fucking stupid. Like, how the hell? Like, I didn't even think of this. And if you're on the same track, think about it. How the fuck do you actually deliver this thing to your clients? Do you build it on their accounts? Your accounts? Make a template? I spent quite some time researching on this. And God, for fuck's sakes, no one has explained this. I've gone through like maybe 10, 20 different YouTube videos. None of them clearly explain how do you actually deliver this to a client. So I had to figure it out myself. This stupid brain had to work quite a bit. And that's what this episode is about. The delivery method I landed on, why this makes sense, and what I'm doing next. Actually finding clients. If you're new here, don't go to episode 1. Just watch this first. And then go back, as this video has a very crucial part. You can't miss this. Without this, there's no point in even building the automation. If you can't deliver, what's the point? So let's keep this going. So the automation works. That's done. But then I'm sitting here thinking, if someone says yes, what do I actually do? So I started searching and I'm scrolling through tutorials on building automation, how to do this, how to sell, the truth about AI automation and such. 1,000 things. But nothing on how to actually hand it over. There's some videos titled like how to deliver. But then I open it, I watched through the whole video, and it's a hoax. They actually didn't give any tips. What the fuck? Everyone's showing you how to build a thing. Nobody's showing you what happens after. I found this thread. Someone asking the same question. Champion says, if the client wants access now or later, give them their own account. Pros, they can log in whenever, manage their own connections. Billing goes straight to them, so you don't chase invoices. Cons, they might break things by changing stuff or even kick you out once it's built. Ouch, that's rough. And another one adds, I recommend giving clients their own account and being invited. If you put them on your own plan and resell access, you might violate mixed terms of services. There's too many things. Further down, someone points out the real headache. Billing multiple clients from your own SaaS subscriptions gets messy fast. And there's no clean way to resell your Make plan. And their advice? Never share your own plans with clients unless the product explicitly allows it. Everyone has a different answer. And I was like, okay, so there's clearly not a right way to do this. You can do it in any of these ways. Anyways, just deliver the product. And then I sat through and thought what actually makes sense. And I realized there's really two main options. Option 1, I host everything. I build the automation on my Make account, my Google Sheets, my everything. And then the client just uses it. They pay me monthly and I manage everything behind the scenes. And this is what most automation agencies do. Look at here. $6.99 to $12.99 per month. They host everything. It's a done for you service. And that makes sense if you're an agency with a team, with an infrastructure. But here's the problem for me. If I host everything, I'm paying for my clients to make operations, and if something breaks at fucking 2 a.m. in the morning, I have to fix everything right there and then. With God's grace, if I get like multiple clients, maybe like 5, 10, 20, let's keep my fingers crossed for that. That's a lot of headache. With one account, all those clients can go down. So that's a 1 point of failure. And I can't do that. I can't let it happen. I don't have a team. And that means I would have to charge them way more to make it even worth my time. But I'm one person, an international student, and zero budget. Three fucked up things. So there's literally no point in competing with these agencies who have like team and literally systems to do it. So option 2, the client owned accounts. I build the automation on their Make accounts, their Google Sheets, their Gmail, or whatever they want to add more of. They pay certain subscription for Make and any other apps. Google's free, everything's almost free anyways in this thing. I myself, I'm doing this on $0 budget. So it's literally not impossible to do it. But for business, it's a little bit different. They might need a little bit more. I charge them one-time setup fee, let's say $2,500 to $3,500, depending on the customization, right? And $500 per month on retainers for support. They own the automation. They own the data. They are not locked in with me. And I don't have to manage this goddamn infrastructure for 20 different clients. I'm just the builder, the consultant, not the IT department. And the more I thought about it, this system actually makes way more sense than the first one. Let me break it down. Why this works better for me and better for them. For the client, 1, they own everything. If they ever want to stop, the automation is still theirs. No lock-in. 2, it's way cheaper. They're just paying few subscription per month with few apps versus like $1,000 plus with an agency. 3, the data stays in their accounts. For real estate agents with client info, that's huge for compliance and security. And 4, they can edit things themselves, change an email template, update a link. They're not waiting on me for every little thing. And for me, 1, I can scale. I can take 50 or like 100 clients. Thanks for without my Make account exploding or hitting the rate limits. 2, I am not responsible for uptime. If Make goes down, that's on Make, not on me. 3, way less support. They own it. They can do basic stuff. I'm not getting 2 a.m. calls for a broken filter. Hopefully. 4, I can charge pure value. $2,500 to $3,500 for a setup, $500 for support on monthly retainers. Clean, transparent pricing. No hidden usage fees, unlike those agencies. So yeah, client-owned accounts. That's the model. But then the question becomes, how do I actually set it up for them? Alright, so here's what I came up with. I'm calling it the done for you setup. Yeah, totally creative, never done before. So here's how I'm actually going to do this. We hop on Zoom, 30 to 60 minutes, maybe. And this is what I walk them through exactly. First module, Google Sheets watches new rows. This thing monitors their lead capture sheet. Every time a new form submission comes in, this triggers the entire scenario. Then the data flows into a router. This splits the leads into 3 parts based on the timeline urgency. Hot leads, those who selected ASAP or next 30 days, go down the first path. Warm leads, 1 to 3 months, take the second path. Cold leads, just browsing, fall through to the third path as a fallback. For hot leads, 2 things happen immediately. First, Gmail sends a personal email to the lead. Name, property, interest, timeline, all pulled dynamically from the sheet. That email includes a direct booking link, so they can schedule a viewing right away. Second, another Gmail module notifies the agent. Subject line with new hot lead, with all the contact details and urgency level. Response time under 60 seconds. Warm leads get a similar email. Slightly less urgent in tone, no immediate booking pressure. Cold leads get a softer email. Thanks for your interest. Here are some resources. Reach out when you're ready. And I might actually leave the booking link in all of these. And after each path completes, the scenario writes back to the original sheet. Leads go hot, warm, or cold, and status processed, and timestamp when it ran. So the agent opens their sheet and sees at a glance which leads are hot, which have been contacted, which are ready for follow-up. During the call, I walk them through this exact flow. I show them where the filters are, how to edit the email templates, and how to check something if failed. It's not a lecture. It's a guided tour of their system so they know what's actually happening behind the scenes. And step 3, we test it together right there on the call. I'll submit a test lead through the form, watch it flow through, and just watch everything happen. And if something's off, I'll just adjust it live on that call. I don't want to leave that call hanging. And after the call, this is crucial. I'll send them a Loom walkthrough. Here's how to access your Make dashboard. Here's how to edit a template. And here's how to rerun if failed. And here's my email if you need support. Just over deliver. This is my first client, so I have to over deliver. I can't under deliver it. And total setup time, I think this might take like an hour or two now that I know everything. I remember it used to take me weeks to finish one. Good times. And they pay $2,500 or to 35, like depending on the customization. And we do want to get the payment right there on the call, so they are locked in. And for the monthly ongoing support, we're gonna charge them $500 per month on monthly retainers. And this includes optimization, new features, troubleshooting, or if they want to change something. But after the first call, the automation runs on its own. That's the delivery model. Okay, so delivery method, figured out. Automation, build and test it. Pricing, $2,500 to $3,500 for setup and $500 per month on monthly retainers. Now I actually need to find someone who will actually say yes to this. And this is the part that I'm least comfortable with. Like, I don't mind talking, but selling, being salesy, I don't think it's really my forte. But that's exactly why we do this. We go out of our comfort zone to do this. I've never done sales, never cold call. I've sent cold emails before with my SMMA, but never actually done this deeper things. But I have to start somewhere, right? So here's the plan. I'm going to reach out to different agents on LinkedIn, Insta DMs, anywhere I can find, cold emails as well. And I might call them as well. It just depends. And if I call, I'll probably do a live sales call on this channel so you guys can learn from it as well. And I'm going to keep this pitch fucking simple. Very simple. Subject, quick question about missed inquiries. If I could help you automatically capture every inquiry, respond instantly, and stop losing 30 to 40% of leads that never get followed up, would you be interested? After plugging in a simple automation that scores lead, hot, warm, or cold, sends instant alerts and emails prospects back with the clear next steps. They started turning forgotten inquiries into real conversation in a matter of days. Want me to set you up? The whole thing lives in a Google plus Make accounts. Takes about 45 minutes to deploy and doesn't require any new CRM subscription. No pressure, no hype, just here's what I built, wanna see it. And I'm setting a goal, 100 messages this week. And if nobody responds, I'm gonna increase the criteria. I might automate this as well. And I'll keep iterating on this pitch until someone says yes. Or until I realize I'm completely wrong about this market and I'm just wasting my time. But I will give this quite some time, because good things take time. Either way, we will find out. We will figure it out. That's what I've always done. So that's where we are at. For almost 5 weeks in, automation works, delivery method is client-owned accounts. Now it's actually time to find some clients. And just a month ago, I was so far behind this. I came so far. Hopefully you guys are learning something from this series. So next episode, you're either going to see me sign new clients, but first I'm only gonna sign one and just over deliver, and then I'll slowly build it up, or I get rejected every fucking time. We'll see how it goes. Probably the second one, honestly. I'm kidding. I will do this. I'll figure this out, as I've always done. And that's the point of this. Not to show you the highlight reel, to show you what it actually is like starting from scratch, starting from zero. If you're building something too, whether it's automation or something else, just know that this phase where it works, but you don't know if anyone will buy it, is the hardest part. But you have to push through this. And that's what I'm doing. If you want to see how this turns out, if I get clients, if the delivery method actually works, and if any of this was worth it, subscribe, because we're about to find out. And while you wait for the next episode and you haven't watched the first 3, go and watch it, so you are in the loop. There has been some crazy stuff in the past episodes. Don't miss it. See you next week. Bye.